3 years ago, we were on a kind of a holiday in China, and a friend suggested that we go to the Chinese Hawaii. I didn't know they had a Chinese Hawaii. So we changed our itinerary and went to Hunan, an island. When we were about to leave China, there was a cancellation on our ticket from China to Auckland. And we had to go to a special security office. And the reason for the cancellation was because we had changed our itinerary. We meant to stay in Shanghai for 5 days. Instead, we went to Hunan. And in China, you're not allowed to do that because the government wants to control you at every point. And the only way we got to fly back to Auckland was to pay a $1,500 fine. When I was booking my ticket to Hunan, I noticed over the shoulder of the ticket agent, there was my face on a computer screen. And the computer screen was scanning my face like this, down, and then like this. We now know it's all about AI. And in China, AI is much more prominent now than it was then. AI is on everything and everywhere. For instance, at a traffic intersection. Now, the interesting thing is that if there is a loud noise, the cameras can turn towards the noise. They just automatically turn towards the noise. If it is an accident or some kind of a brawl, that is immediately electronically reported to the police. What do you think of that? When you're purchasing goods, even small goods in China, they want you to use your phone, not cash. You use your phone or something like it to purchase whatever. All of your transactions, including your bank accounts, are recorded in computer files. Now, what that has led to is not only does the Chinese government know what you're doing, but they know what you're going to do. For instance, you go into a store to buy a candy bar. Knowledge knows which candy bar you're going to choose because that's what you've chosen before. Or if you're choosing clothing, they have an idea as to the kind of clothes you like. But it goes further than that. This knowledge enables people, the government I guess, to predict how you will spend your money, how you will choose to live in your retirement, all kinds of things about your values. It is all there and it is all known to the government or their agencies. Now, this reminded me of Psalm 139, because in Psalm 139, the author says, God knows me completely. He knows my choices. He knows my thoughts before even I think them. He can predict what I'm going to do, where I'm going to be. This knowledge is too wonderful. It is awesome. And this is God's knowledge of us. I've read that things we write on a computer, things we look at, they're all there. And they can be searched and retrieved. That's an awesome thought. But the Bible also says that about us, that God has an intimate knowledge, not just of today, but of our whole life. And how do we think about that? Well, in my life, there have been mistakes. In my life, I've hurt people. I feel so sorry about that. The worst hurt that I can think of is the hurt that I impacted upon my children when I divorced. How sad that was. How awful. But what can I do? But it's there on my record and it can't be erased. Now I want to say something very religious. You know, Christians believe that everybody's mistakes and all the hurt they've caused other people were loaded upon Jesus when he died on the cross. And Christians believe that Jesus actually was the Son of God and that he deliberately took into himself all of the hurts, all of the wrongs that we have done. It's not as though these things can be brushed off, oh well, that's history, because the hurt continues. It is that Jesus took into himself the real consequences of our foolishness. Now this is different than a person that has a list of all our mistakes and holds it against us. Jesus took the consequences of all our mistakes and forgives us. The New Testament is full of words of love, full of the words of Jesus that we're to have a more abundant life, full of words where we have a new beginning without any guilt. This is not 3 chances and you're out. This is a new beginning, born again, if you like. I think that's wonderful. The world we're going into, the future we're going into, is where AI will know everything about us and will keep a record of our successes and our failures forever. But the way we see it, the way Christians see it, God has always known all of that. But he comes to us to offer us new life, forgiveness. Not new life, but if you meet all these conditions. Not new life if you go to church, this particular church all the time, but new life as a real gift. You're set free. Do you know, I believe that. I think that's the best news I've ever heard. So wonderful. And you can have it. It's as simple as saying, thank you, Jesus. I am your child. I accept your forgiveness. And now I will live so that I might express your love to others as I receive it in myself. God bless you all.